I cannot believe that it is almost the end of August. But at least here in Slovenia it is still very hot. So still a good time for walking barefoot. Because walking barefoot is becoming more and more popular. When I'm doing these videos and when we are walking our dog, I'm seeing more and more people with their electric bicycles, but also more and more people walking barefoot. One day I saw a man in his 60s or 70s with his shorts, barefoot, with his homemade walking stick. He was like from another planet, but a planet I would gladly live on. This video, as all of my videos about health, is not sanctioned by the science. Because science has a very strange way to look at mankind and nature. If, for example, one would say that we did not evolve here, that we were brought here or created, science would want to lock him up in a mental institution. But then if one would say that we did evolve here, therefore we are adapted to this environment, to nature, and that we should continue to interact with nature as we did for thousands and thousands of years, the science would still want to lock him up in the mental institution. Funny that. But anyway, let's talk why it is beneficial for us to walk barefoot. And I could talk about electric charges, ours and those of the earth, and how they benefit each other. And I could talk about electromagnetic field. I could talk about acupuncture and acupressure points that get pressed when we walk barefoot. I could talk about our joints, our muscles, and how they work in a different way when we walk barefoot. But I will not. Basically, the main point I will want to get across is try it. Don't listen to anybody telling you why it is good or not. First try it yourself. You have nothing to lose. Find some soft terrain, maybe some grass. Take your shoes off and start walking barefoot. Or even better, stand still for a while. How do you feel? What do you feel? You know what? Let's do something even better. Let's find ourselves a spot where you have a possibility to stand on a concrete and on the grass. Then take your shoes off and first stand on the concrete, and now stand on the grass. Do you feel the difference? Granted, not everybody is capable of feeling it, and that's okay, but most of you, I guess, will be able to feel the difference. And it's not just the difference in the texture, it's the difference that it's something else. When we touch the earth, it's like when we are touching another human being or a dog or a tree. It's that feeling that we are touching something that is alive, because earth is alive. Okay, someone would say, well, maybe it's just a host for a lot of living beings. Yes, but in my opinion it is alive, because you can feel it. We humans are so used to interact with dead nature, because our houses, our roads, our products, even wooden products, because a tree is alive, but when it becomes a wooden product, it is long dead. And it's even worse in our cities, and maybe it's not that much better in most houses, because higher you are from the ground when you sleep, the worse it is. But we are, again, so used to interact with that nature that we forgot how it is to interact with nature that is alive. And especially we forgot how it is to interact with our Mother Gaia. So I would suggest that when we have a chance, we should interact as much as we can. And because we cannot, I don't know, buy a teepee and start living in a forest, we can at least interact those times that we can. So walking barefoot is a nice way to interact with Earth. And I'm not suggesting that we should leave our shoes at home and then go first on the road and then on a tarmac, and then we reach some nice road in the forest that is soft enough for us to enjoy the walk. No, we can put our shoes that are, I don't know, some kind of shoes that we can easily take off and carry with us, and that we don't mind if we'll put our dirty feet again afterwards. We take these kind of shoes, we walk to the forest, we take them off, and then we have our barefoot walk. And it's a totally different experience than walking with our shoes on, because our shoes are again a damper between the earth and our feet, and it can be comfortable in certain situations, but the experience of walking barefoot is something that, okay, maybe you have very delicate feet and you will hate it, but most people will never forget it. But there is also a middle ground. Nowadays you can buy barefoot shoes that are very wide, very light, very thin, and it is almost like you are really walking barefoot. I don't have them, but a lot of people like them, so I guess they are a good compromise when you cannot really walk barefoot, or when you are practicing, because in this way your feet will get accustomed to feel the terrain much more that are feeling it in normal shoes. So I think that we should spend as much time in nature as we can. We should walk barefoot. We should lie on the grass. We should spend our holidays camping so that we can sleep as close to the earth as we can. And if you are lucky enough to have a house with a garden, when the temperature is right and when you are not doing something that is dangerous for your feet, do it barefoot. You can actually do it. We cannot take advantage of it. So my friend, you are a part of nature. Take the nature in.